Fans trashed James Gunn's Superman movie after leaks. This is not the Superman we wanted. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. The DC Universe is in chaos once again, this time, not because of a studio decision or a box office flop, but because fans themselves have turned on Superman Legacy, the highly anticipated reboot written and directed by James Gunn. Following leaked early footage descriptions, insider reports, and rumors of drastic tone shifts, thousands of DC fans have taken to social media to trash the film before it's even released. Gunn, who was once hailed as the savior of DC after being appointed co-head of DC Studios in 2022, now finds himself facing a massive backlash. The very fanbase that once championed his bold vision is now accusing him of ruining the Man of Steel. Leaks ignite fan fury. The backlash ignited when alleged leaks from internal screenings and early cuts of the film surfaced online. According to sources, the movie reportedly features a quirky, comedic tone, minimal action in the first half, and an emotionally detached version of Clark Kent that some fans claim feels more like a parody than a hero. One leak described the young Superman as awkward, unsure of himself, and constantly cracking jokes, a far cry from the confident, morally grounded icon fans expected. Social media exploded almost instantly. On X, formerly Twitter, the hashtag #NotMySuperman began trending worldwide, followed by hashtag #GunnRuinSuperman and hashtag CancelSupermanLegacy. Reddit threads filled with memes mocking Gunn's version of the hero, while YouTubers posted reaction videos slamming the creative direction. "This isn't Superman. It's Peter Quill in a cape," one fan wrote. Gunn just turned the most iconic hero in the world into a walking punchline. Another posted, "We waited years for a reboot, and this is what we get? A neurotic, awkward Superman who can't stop talking? This isn't bold, it's insulting." Longtime fans feel betrayed. For many DC fans, Superman is more than just a character. He's a symbol of hope, courage, and truth. Gunn's apparent comedic spin and character changes are being viewed as a betrayal of that legacy. "Gunn clearly doesn't understand Superman at all," said one popular comic book YouTuber in a now viral reaction. "This isn't a guy trying to be relatable. This is a director trying to be edgy and clever at the expense of everything the character stands for." Some fans also criticized the casting of David Corenswet, who plays the titular role, saying he lacks the presence and gravitas of previous Supermen like Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve. Others blame the tone of the script itself, which early insiders claim is filled with forced banter and meta-commentary, rather than sincere storytelling. "It's trying too hard to be funny and self-aware. Superman doesn't need to be ironic, he needs to inspire," a Reddit user wrote. James Gunn under fire. James Gunn has yet to respond to the growing backlash, but pressure is mounting for a statement. The backlash has spread so widely that even mainstream entertainment outlets are now covering the fan outrage, framing it as a potential disaster for the DCU before it's even launched. This turn of events marks a dramatic shift for Gunn, who was once seen as a beacon of hope for DC Studios. After the chaos of the Snyderverse, failed spin-offs, and inconsistent box office performance, fans look to Gunn for a fresh, unified vision. Now, some are calling for his removal. "Fire Gunn before he burns the whole DCU to the ground," one angry post read, gaining thousands of likes. A fractured future for DC. Superman Legacy was supposed to be the film that set the tone for DC's next decade. It was the starting point of the Gods and Monsters slate and the first major project fully overseen by Gunn himself. Now, its credibility is in serious jeopardy before even a trailer has been released. Warner Bros. Discovery is reportedly monitoring the situation closely, with insiders suggesting that the studio is concerned but not panicking yet. However, with fan trust eroding fast and the online campaign against the film growing by the hour, the damage may already be done. The divide in the fandom is now more visible than ever. Some loyalists still defend Gunn, arguing that people should wait to see the final product. But the overwhelming noise online suggests that many fans have already made up their minds. "If this is the new DCU," one post said bluntly, "then consider me done." Is there still hope? As the backlash continues to spread, the question now is whether Superman Legacy can recover. A powerful trailer or strong early reviews might turn things around, but for now, fan faith is shaken. James Gunn, once seen as the hero who would restore order to DC's messy universe, is now facing the very thing Superman stands against: widespread public rejection. Unless something changes, and fast, Superman Legacy might end up being the most controversial chapter in DC cinematic. James Gunn dismissed from the DCU. Shockwaves rock the future of DC Studios. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more video. In a shocking twist that has stunned fans and insiders alike, James Gunn has reportedly been dismissed from his position as co-head of DC Studios. The news, which broke unexpectedly, signals a seismic shift in the direction of the DC Universe, DCU, just as it was beginning to gather momentum under Gunn's ambitious Gods and Monsters reboot plan. The sudden shake-up. James Gunn was appointed co-chair and co-CEO of DC Studios alongside producer Peter Safran in late 2022. His vision was meant to provide the unified creative direction that the DCU had lacked for years. Gunn, famous for revitalizing Guardians of the Galaxy at Marvel and delivering the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker for DC, was expected to bring much-needed cohesion and credibility to the franchise. However, less than 3 years into the role, his tenure has come to an abrupt and controversial end. According to multiple sources close to Warner Bros. Discovery, the decision to part ways with Gunn stemmed from a combination of creative disagreements, delays in production schedules, internal conflicts over casting choices, and waning investor confidence in his long-term roadmap. While no official statement has yet confirmed the exact reasons, insiders suggest tensions had been building behind the scenes for months. A vision interrupted. Gunn's master plan for the DCU was unveiled in early 2023. It included a slate of films and series meant to reset the continuity and focus on lesser-known characters such as Booster Gold, The Authority, and a new version of Superman, Legacy. While fans were initially excited by the fresh direction, many projects faced slow development, and the lack of visible progress began to draw criticism. Superman, Legacy, the flagship reboot film written and directed by Gunn himself, was supposed to kick off the new era in 2025. However, multiple delays, creative rewrites, and behind-the-scenes controversies caused production setbacks. Reports of conflicts with Warner Bros. Executives about the film's tone, casting, and budget only intensified the tension. Gunn's attempt to bring in lesser-known heroes while sidelining iconic figures like Henry Cavill's Superman and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman also drew heavy backlash from longtime DC fans. The decision to recast beloved characters without proper closure for their previous arcs created a fractured fanbase and disrupted continuity more than it resolved it. Fallout across the franchise. Gunn's dismissal is expected to cause significant ripples throughout the studio and the broader entertainment industry. Several upcoming projects are now under review, and rumors are already swirling that some of them could be cancelled altogether or significantly restructured. One of the most immediate casualties may be Creature Commandos, an animated series that Gunn was heavily